Hello and welcome to 5 in 5-ish. This is a place where you can find news nuggets that you may or may not have heard about. Tyson Foods, which is an Arkansas-based meat company, have the nerve to fire American workers and hire illegal immigrant workers in their place. And not only are they hiring these illegals, but they're offering them perks to help them with immigration. And this is while so many American citizens are struggling to feed their families and find affordable housing. Tyson Food is openly firing Americans and giving their jobs to illegals. This is not right, and it shouldn't be. Keep in mind that Tyson Food produces 1/5 of the meat consumed in the U.S. They also have other brands that they own, like Jimmy Dean, Hillshire Farms, Ballpark, Wright, a company called IBP, and I believe, and also State Farm, and I think there's one other. But as far as me and my house, I will be avoiding Tyson Food and its products. Our second news nugget: Daily Mail journalist Mike Dixon collapses and dies suddenly at the Australian Open in Melbourne, Australia on January 27th, 2024. Now, he's significant because he's the journalist who tried to cancel tennis star Novak Djokovic for being unvaccinated. Novak, even for a time, stopped playing tennis because he refused to be vaccinated. Now, when Novak Djokovic was asked to comment on the death of Mike Dixon, he simply offered his condolences to the family, as do I. Mike Dixon leaves behind his wife and 3 children. Okay, we are all quite used to President Joe Biden saying things he ain't got no business saying, but this latest one I'm just hearing about, that at the First in the Nation dinner in Columbia, South Carolina, it was at the end of January, Joe was complaining about Donald Trump, and he then referred to him as the sitting president. Oh, Joe. Somebody go get Uncle Joe. There is a link in the description, and I tell you, this man. Okay, I am glad to report that Senator Josh Hawley goes off on Mark Zuckerberg and forces him to stand up, turn around, and apologize to families who were impacted by child exploitation on Meta platforms. For those who don't know, Meta is the parent company of Facebook and Instagram, and it's right now being sued for enabling child sex abuse and trafficking on its sites. Allegedly, Facebook and Instagram's algorithms created a marketplace for the sexual exploitation of children. The civil lawsuit alleges that Meta enabled adults to find, message, and groom minors, soliciting them to sell pictures or participate in pornographic videos. Now, here you have Mark Zuckerberg standing and apologizing to the families. But what my question is to Mr. Zuckerberg is, why were you forced or had to be forced to stand up and apologize to these families, knowing the damage that it has done? Also in the video provided, it goes into asking Mark to donate money to the families, and it is so interesting to see him squirm. And finally, I would just simply like to say, stop beating yourselves up. I listen to people talk, and we can really be hard on ourselves, especially during times of failures and setbacks. First of all, you're going to fail sometimes, and not because you've planned it, but simply because you're human. And it's okay to fail. It really is. Try to learn from it. But what's not okay is for you to beat yourself up and abuse yourself and others. Give yourself a break. Remember just how precious you are. And you're precious because God made you in his image and likeness, and that you're loved with a love that will never die. So be kind to yourself and others. Thanks for coming by. I hope you were enlightened. Take care.